Loud.
Hello, my friends. How are you? Good to see you again. How you all doing? Shana Tova. Shana Tova. We just had Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. So I hope you'll have a wonderful, great New Year with wonderful news. Lot of good health and good news. Today I have a total special treat for you, because today we're gonna tour in Israel in a very, very unique place. Well, instead of me going from one place to another, today we're gonna see all Israel in one place. Can you believe this? So in the next 30 minutes, I will share with you the experience of Mini Israel. So welcome to Mini Israel, my dear friends. And we'll see different sightseeing, different buildings, different places. And I surely hope you like the virtual tour of today. So this is David again from Mini Israel. Not too far away from Latrun Junction, so I know exactly where I am. Latrun, the famous Latrun Junction, not too far away from Modi'in, the famous tank museum, Israeli tank museum in Latrun. And the story of Latrun is an amazing story from Independence Day, the War of Independence. But today we're gonna focus in this beautiful, beautiful place named Mini Israel. So let me take you to see Israel as it is in this very unique place named Mini Israel. So I hope you enjoy the tour. And our first amazing building is this huge auditorium, the Haifa Convention Center. I don't know if you ever been here. You have big rock shows here. You have big celebrations, wedding, you name it. It's an amazing convention center, and it's in Haifa. It's in Haifa. It was constructed in 1996. The complex hosts of conference, exhibitions, fairs, wide range of performances, and also provide commercial and business areas. All right, so now we are in Haifa.
David, can I ask you a question?
Yes, absolutely. During the tour, absolutely, Tanya.
So oh my gosh, do you know anything about how these mini models were built? Like who designs these things? Do you know anything about that?
Well, I believe that you got some pretty talented architects who have built those models. By the way, the models are the comparison of the models are very precise. Like you see here, right here, the central bus station of Haifa.
It's amazing. So, it is. It's fantastic.
So you see how it's precise, the size of the car, for example, comparing to the size of the buses. So it's pretty much accurate regarding the size of everything. And I believe those really talented architects, it's part of their studies, by the way. You need to have those models, how to make models, how to prepare models. So this is my my answers to you.
Next, thank
you. We're still in Haifa, and we're in Stella Maris. Once one of the ways to climb from Haifa Beach to Mount Carmel was via the Star of the Sea. Stella Maris, the Star of the Sea, a 19th century Carmelite monastery of whose gets the monks domain payment. Okay, so here you can see.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, wow. You see that?
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's cute. I wasn't there. I mean, I wasn't at that particular mini model when I was there the last time. It's cute. Oh my gosh, look, it's so cute.
We can enjoy
Yeah.
the traveling on wires.
Oh my gosh. Good zoom. Good zoom in, I mean.
Okay, so
Okay.
still in Haifa, and we all know that in Haifa we have plenty of train stations, and one of them is the Turkish East Railway Station in Haifa, the first train station to build in Haifa, and to date the last station of the Jezreel Valley Railway, Emek, Rakevet Emek. By the way, in the beginning of the 20th century, it went all the way to Iraq. Segment of original Hijaz, right, in Iraq. Right, well, built in the period of the Ottoman Empire, the time of the British Mandate. Was the only station in the world linking 3 continents: Africa, Asia, and Europe.
Wow.
Today, trains pass through the station without stopping, as it's no longer a passenger terminal, but an operational station. It's historical building housing Israel Railway offices and the Isreal Railway Museum. So it looks exactly like this. So you can enjoy this little this little museum. And we will move forward. Okay, so we all know that we have a port in Haifa, and we all know that the Navy, the Israeli Navy, has a big base in Haifa, and not only that, we have a museum, Immigration and Naval Museum in Haifa. So I will share with you the boat that it's exactly like the reality. When you go in the south part of Haifa, when you exit the city towards Tel Aviv, you will see this boat. The Mateo Museum opened in 1969, which shows the connections between clandestine immigration, illegal immigration during the British Mandate, the activities of all maritime underground organizations before the establishment of the state, and the history of the Israeli Navy. Part of the museum is located on a ship called In Spite of All That, or in Hebrew, Lamrot Hakol, or Vayehi Ma. Okay, so this is our naval museum. We all know the Carmel forest. So here what they try to do is to give us like the feeling of a forest.
Wow.
Our Lady of Carmel Monastery. So I'm going to share with you that building as well. The monastery in the late 19th century. 3 French nuns founded a monastery in Carmel neighborhood in Bad Galim. So this is what they've built close to the sea. Okay, so this is like a monastery, a Christian monastery, of course, the port. Well, this big pool here was supposed to be filled with water to give us the impression of the Mediterranean Sea. So we see here a sample of the port.
Wow, it looks so good. Wow, it's really an amazing model.
Yeah, this is
it looks
really
so
cool
it's so accurate. God, it's so great. Wow.
And of course, a nice look of the monastery.
Wow.
Okay, now to the next beautiful, one of the most beautiful sites in Haifa. Maybe we'll be there one day and we'll have a real beautiful tour in Haifa, because here I'm going to show you the German street of Haifa, the Templars, and in the end of it, the Baha'i Gardens.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to focus a little bit on the Baha'i Garden. So I have like a deeper better look on the Baha'in garden. A beautiful, beautiful Baha'in garden. So you see in Haifa, we have Christians and we have Muslims and we have Baha'ins and we have, of course, Jews. So Haifa is really a cosmopolitan city with all the different religious in it. The level of tolerance in Haifa is very unique. So a few words about the Baha'i gardens. It's located in top Mount Carmel and handing at its foot the garden surrounded the Baha'i temple, which has become the most recognizable symbol of the city of Haifa. Members of the Baha'i faith are monotheistic and they're based on the techniques of the prophets. All of the faith who is buried in the temple. Okay, so really, if you go to Haifa, you should visit the Baha'i garden.
It is such an accurate depiction. It's amazing.
It's really beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, we have here a little thing on Hannah Senesh.
Oh my gosh.
It's Dot Yam Bechifa because she wrote a poem, a little poem. So this is why we have Hannah Senesh here. Alachti ki kara kol, alachti leval epol. The brave Hannah Senesh. We'll try to ignore the splash hammers here. So we have a few more buildings, and now we're going up north to Akko. A little bit north, we have Akko.
Wow.
And we're going to focus on this little building here, the Hammam, the Turkish Hammam. So we all know that the Turks who conquered Israel for approximately 400 years, 500 years. So they've built some hammam, like baths, places that they can enjoy themselves. The largest, the most luxurious of the bath houses built in Israel during the Ottoman era. The Ottoman had an important religious function, fulfilling the commitment of purification, preceding Muslim prayer. Okay, so this is the hammam. Okay, I'm gonna let you. Let's see if we can do some shade. All right.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, now we're gonna hear the muazzin, the mosque. Because in Akko we have Muslims. So this is one of the mosques. The name of this mosque is El Jasser Mosque, the largest mosque constructed in the land of Israel during the Turkish area, and the largest mosque in modern Israel outside of Jerusalem. It serves as the main mosque for the Muslim community living in Akko, and it's named after its founder, Ahmad Pasha al-Jazar, who ruled northern Israel on behalf of the Turks. Due to this cruelty and his habit to mutilate his subjects, he was called El-Jazar, the butcher, in Arabic. Okay, and the temples of his family members are located in the mosques called. Okay, so this is Akko right here.
Wow, that's so accurate. God.
Akko prison, and this is the walls, the citadel, and the Knights Hall in Akko. Well, maybe I should go to Akko as well. But those places are the Akko city wall, the old city of Akko right here. So you can. Allah Akbar. I don't know if you can hear this.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Yep.
so wall.
Okay.
So the walls of the city of Akko. Okay. By the way, Napoleon was here as well. So until today, you'll have some Napoleon cannons. Okay, we'll move forward. So now we are in Akko. Hassan Basha Mosque, another one. Han El Umdan in Akko as well. The Han, the Inn, was the central meeting point for international marshals who arrived to the port of Akko. Okay, so here, this is where they had business. They changed the goods. They bought, they sell, of course, in the port of Akko as well. One of the most ancient ports in the world, which features in numerous documents and paintings from different periods of time. Okay, so again, the blue here was supposed to be full of water, but you have like a nice look on the port of Akko. It was a very, very important port in ancient world between different countries. By the way, it was ruined by the Mamluks. The Mamluks got destroyed. The Mamluk came by destroyed this port, and since then he lost his of importance. All right.
Wow. Wow.
So we're gonna leave Akko now, and we're gonna go a little bit north. We're gonna go to the Golan Heights and to
Wow.
Upper Galilee. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
It's cute.
So our next stop. So instead of driving 3 hours now, I'm walking 5 seconds and I'm right there in Golan Heights.
It's good.
What you see here is electricity turbines. The Mount Hermon, of course, the only white, snowy.
Nice.
It's beautiful. The Eyes of Israel. This is that was the nickname of the Hermon, the Eyes of Israel. And this is where the Golani Brigade fought in a 6-day war, in a Yom Kippur war.
Wow.
Del Facher, if you remember, that were
That's
built
right.
up.
Right.
So a little bit about the Mount Hermon, the largest mountain in Israel, and the only ski resort in the country. The mountain is a part of the anti-Lebanon mountain range that passes also through Lebanon and Syria. Its summit in the Israeli area is 2,236 meters above sea level.
Right.
And it is called, as I said, the Eyes of the Nation. Mount Hermon was conquered from Syrians by the IDF during the 6-day war.
Right.
Military post established on it. The post was conquered by Syrians during the Yom Kippur War and liberated again by the IDF forces in a combined operation.
Right.
So I'm going to share with you here those electricity, because Israel, you know, it's a superpower in cellular solar electricity. Solar electricity. So one of the things we do, because we have a lot of wind in the Golan Heights, so we use those energy wind turbines so we can provide electricity. We can provide electricity from the wind. So this project was established in 1993 with the collaboration of the Ministry of Energy, the Regional Water Association, and the Meteorological Service, which has tried to take advantage of the Golan winds for the purpose of clean, efficient, and commercial electricity generation. To generate electricity, produce energy, first and foremost for the region's settlements and factories. Okay. So our next stop will be the Talmudic village in Katzerin, the Golan Heights.
Wow.
So this is the Talmudic village.
Wow.
We all know that the Jews were in the Golan Heights in Gamla, in the Second Temple time, during the Romans. So this reconstruction of an ancient village from the Mishnah and Talmud period, illustrating the life that existed here for 400 years. The village was one of 27 Jewish communities that thrive in the Golan Heights and it was completely destroyed in the 749 AD by an earthquake. Okay, but we still found the Bet Knesset, the synagogue.
Wow.
Okay, we'll move forward now in our tour. Tanya, if you have any questions until the next stop.
No, just it's pretty remarkable. They even like the trees and the way they, they set up the trees and all the greenery looks exactly like the location. I mean, it's so exact.
Yeah, I think they did a wonderful job. As I know those places in reality, because I've been in all those places, I can tell you that the accuracy is really unbelievable.
It's remarkable.
So now we are in Hamad Gader Roman bath. Today it's the only alligator farm in Israel. Wow. So this is actually a Roman bath, an ancient Roman. We call it Ramat Gader in the south part of Ramat HaGalan, Emek HaYarmukh. We're living in the terminal springs. So basically, if you go to Hamad Gader, you'll have those unbelievable hot water coming from the inner part of the land, inner part of where it's a little bit muddy, but these are hot water spring. This is a hot water spring complex of Hamad Gader.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Excuse me?
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yes,
on Hamad? Thank you.
On what? Okay. On the sign or on the?
No, on the actual model.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Thank you.
Even though
yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah. It's really.
I can't see anything, but I'm.
Yeah. No, it's wow. It's such a great model.
All
oh my
gosh.
Yeah.
Are full with hot spring water.
Right.
And it's a beautiful place to relax, to have fun, to have a nice hot tub. So this is Hamad Gader. So from Hamad Gader, we will go to the lower Galilee, basically mainly where I came from, the Jezreel Valley part of Israel, the lower Galilee. And here we are in the agriculture farm established in 1908, beside the Sea of the Galilee, right next to the Kinneret, for the purpose of training agriculture workers for permanent settlement. This was the place where the dreams of the youth of the second Aliyah were formed. From here, the founding members of the Dgania, the Kvutza, the first collective farmers, and Naalal as well, the first workers cooperative, the Moshav. So we have the kibbutz and the Moshav. This is the first model of this is how a kibbutz, the first kibbutz, looked like. So you have all those little houses for the kibbutznikim, and you have the main facility for the cheder ochel in the dining room, and of course large yards where people could practice and learn to be agriculturists. Because as you know, Jews who came from Europe, they didn't know anything about being agriculturists. So forming the kibbutz, forming the moshav was
You're on mute. You went on mute. Yeah, there you go.
Now we are in Tiberias, the tomb of Rabbi Meir in Tiberias, the grave of Rabbi Meir, the miracle maker. So a lot of Jews are coming here during the year. Some prayers, some candle lighting, some gathering of precious Jews coming over here and asking for miracles from Rabbi Meir Baal Hanes. This is his name in Hebrew. The Rabbi Meir was holding the miracle. Rabbi Meir, the miracle maker. Our next model is the Kochav Ayarden fortress, right next to the Jordan Rift Valley. So that amazing fortress was built by the Christians, the Crusaders, who came to Israel from Europe. built this unbelievable fortress. One of the most important fortresses was the Kochav Yarden fortress. This fortress that I'm showing you right now on our tour here, the Crusaders stayed here for about 20 years until the arrival of the armies of Salah ad-Din. So basically, this is where they had a big fight. The Christians, the Crusaders, had a huge fight against Salah ad-Din for the Crusaders throughout the country, and conquered in the end of the day the fortress, because the Crusaders didn't have the supplies that Salah ad-Din had. So the Crusaders later returned to the place, but didn't reconquer it. In the early 19th century, an Arab village was built here, but it was abandoned during the War of Independence in 1948. All right. So how is our tour until now?
Wow, it's great.
You should visit Kochav Yarden Fortress as well. You have this amazing, amazing view from it. It's beautiful. You go up on the hill, and you will see this unbelievable view from Kochav Yarden Fortress. Okay, our next stop is the grave of Rambam in Tiberias.
Wow.
Rabbi Moshe ben Maimon.
Wow.
Right. We can hear the bells.
Oh my gosh, you can. It's fun.
Can you hear the bells?
Yeah.
So this is a church, Knesiat Ara Osher, the Church of Beatitudes, the Lower Galilee. The church was built between 1936 and 1938. Okay, so as you can see, this tolerance of in Israel of beautiful, beautiful churches right here.
Right.
And the Baha'is that we saw, and the mosque, and the Bet Knesset, the synagogue. Okay.
Wow, these models are amazing. God.
Okay, so this is the Mount Arbel right next to the Sea of Galilee.
Right.
Mount Arbel, Lower Galilee. This is where guys are going to do snapping. Snapping is very big in Israel. So this is where they go. They go to Mount Arbel because of its shape and because of those 90-degree cliff.
Right.
The highest point of above the level of the Mediterranean Sea. So it gives you a beautiful view from there. And it's right next to the Sea of Galilee. The Nebi Shuaib compound. Nebi Shuaib is a Druze compound, holy place for the Druze in Israel. Nebi Shuaib compound, the Lower Galilee, every year during the 4-day festival, starting in April 24th, member of the Druze community fall to the Shalem of Nebi Shuaib in the hundreds, the Prophet Shuaib. Okay, so it's like a big festival to celebrate Nebi Shuaib. So this is pretty amazing, because this is the first dairy milk of Tnuva. So Tnuva were the first one who built this amazing factory in Tel Harod, in Jezreel Valley. And here you see the model.
David, tell people what Tnuva is. Tell people what Tnuva is, because I'm not sure everybody knows what Tnuva is.
Okay, Tnuva is like the major, biggest dairy factory in Israel. They got cheese and milks and yogurts, and it's all started with the newcomers that I just mentioned them, from Naalal and from Dgania. And these were the first one. You see the
oh my
eggs.
God.
So Tnuva is like an amazing corporation in Israel. I think that a few years ago the Chinese bought some shares. This is how big Tnuva is. The Chinese invested money and bought some shares from Tnuva. So it's in the Lower Galilee as well, in all this beautiful region of Moshavim, Tel Yosef, Tel Harod, Geva, and it's located in the Lower Galilee part of Israel. So our next stop, again, as you can see, churches, and the church of, we all know that Jesus from Nazareth, right? So this is the biggest church in Israel. This model here that you see, that it's, I lived in Migdal Emek. It's 10 minutes from Nazareth, and I can assure you guys, it's approximately, it's so accurate, so accurate.
Wow, it's amazing. Jeez.
One of the most sacred churches in Christianity, and one of the most magnificent in the Middle East. According to the Catholic tradition, the church is located in the side of the house of Mary, mother of Jesus, where she was told by angel Gabriel that she is pregnant with the Son of God. This magnificent building is a symbol of the city of Nazareth, which is named after the Christian region. Nazareth in Israel is Christianity.
Okay.
Okay. Look
Yep.
at that. Look at this building. How beautiful it is. And you can see here Mary, Miriam, the mother of Jesus. Okay, I will come here. Okay, I will move a little bit forward because we're still in Nazareth here. Mary's wall. Well, the public drinking facility, Rahat. Okay. No longer well in the construction well, which was used by residents over many years and has become the holy Christian sites as well.
Wow.
So again, you can see this how beautiful Israel is respecting the different religious, and how everybody can be can believe in what, with no whatsoever, no differences because of your religion. So I will move now a little bit quicker. And while we are going to our next stop, Tanya, if you have any question, I'm right here.
I don't, but you know, people should know that this place is enormous. This outdoor museum, I call it like a museum because it's kind of like a museum. It's enormous, and they keep on adding more and more models on a regular basis too.
Absolutely. So we talked about Latrun,
right?
Armored Corps Museum Latrun Memorial. So it's right here. If I move my camera behind those trees,
yeah, it's right there.
Little tons. So I'm literally 1 mile from this museum here. Different tanks, different wars of Israel. And here we have parades. Jeez. And we had a significant battle here in Latrun. Okay, I don't want this presentation to be too long, so I will move forward.
Okay.
Again, Ethiopian churches right here. הכנסייה האתיופית בירושלים.
Wow.
Unique 19th century Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Look how beautiful it is.
Wow. Wow.
The Tudjman House in Jerusalem. Magnificent houses stood on the edge, no man's land.
Wow.
In the state of Israel and the Hashemite kingdom.
Right.
This building, look at this.
Jeez.
Look at this. This is the Italian hospital in Musrara neighborhood in Jerusalem. So the Italians as well came here and built an hospital. Look at the size of this hospital. Look how beautiful this model is.
It's amazing.
And what about this model here?
Right,
the St. George Cathedral.
Wow, it's crazy.
St. George Cathedral in Jerusalem.
Exact.
And if you visit Jerusalem, you'll see how exact.
It's so exact.
Yeah, how accurate this model is.
God, it's so exact. It's crazy.
The statues and the trees and the the towers and
amazing.
All right.
Wow.
home. Place of brothers Christians who believe that
Yeah.
the burial, the place of Jesus, right here, the garden tomb.
Wow.
Only in Jerusalem I could stay here.
I
Give the
know.
full presentation only in Jerusalem. This is
That's
the Church
true.
of Redeemer.
Wow. It's
In the
so
end of the
accurate. It's
19th century,
crazy.
and the remains of the Crusader Church,
It's crazy.
the Christian quarter in the old city of Jerusalem. Look at that.
It's amazing.
And of course, this is the wall of the old city of Jerusalem. This is the Rockefeller Museum. The Rockefeller Museum in Jerusalem. So there is a lot to see in Jerusalem. So while I'm walking with you through the gates of Jerusalem, the wall of Jerusalem, of course, inside you have the Sha'ar HaArayot, of course, the
Right.
Lion Gates,
Lion Gate.
Sha'ar HaArayot, and of course,
Oh my
Al-Aqsa,
God.
the mosque
Wow.
of Al-Aqsa,
Right.
was built on the ashes and the destruction of Khurban Bayit Sheni, of the destruction of the second temple.
Right.
Yeah. So approximately 1,000 years later, later they built the Al-Aqsa Mosque on the ruins, on the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Al-Azatim, the Russian
Wow.
church,
Oh my gosh. It's so accurate. It's crazy.
the Russian church in Jerusalem.
Oh my God. Wow.
Al-Azatim.
Crazy.
You can see the Russian church.
Yeah. You could totally see it. Oh my gosh. It's so accurate. It's crazy. Wow.
Yad Shalom.
It's amazing.
Yad Shalom, the Kidron Valley tombs in Jerusalem.
Wow.
Again, the wall.
Wow. It's so crazy. Wow.
The
It's
Omar
crazy.
Mosque, again, was built on the destruction of the temple. This is the Southern Wall excavations right here. So we all know what happened here because of those discoveries. Sha'ar HaAshpot, the Rothschild House. So this is all Jerusalem.
Wow.
The
This
Churvat
is
Synagogue.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
And guess where are we now?
Wow. That is crazy. That's good.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch
Wow.
Hashem, we have the Kotel.
Wow, it looks so good. Wow.
The Western Wall, the holiest site in Judaism.
It's great.
Marcela. Okay, so we need to move forward now. This time is rushing. So enjoy the Rothschild House. Har Zion Yerushalayim. Dormition by the church were built in Mount Zion during both Byzantine and Crusader periods. Right here, this one. Har Zion.
Wow.
This is where I gave you the tour.
Yep.
This is where I entered when I went to the right here.
So accurate. God.
Har Zion, the old city, the entrance, the old city in
It's
Jerusalem.
amazing.
Migdal
So
David,
accurate.
Migdal David, we all know
Yep.
Migdal David.
Yep.
The Citadel, Tower of David, right
Yep.
here.
It's great. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's crazy.
Citadel known as the Tower of David, the medieval fortress used to defend Jerusalem for thousands of years. Although there is no connection between King David and the building that was constructed thousands of years after his death.
Wow, it is so accurate. It's so amazing. Even when I'm like, even to see it on the Zoom, it's fantastic.
The St. Andrew Church,
Wow,
the
it's
Scottish.
amazing. It's did great.
Scottish.
Wow, it's
This is
so
the
accurate. Wow.
The Khan Theater right here.
Right?
The Jerusalem Cultural Entertainment Center right here.
Whoa, so crazy, amazing. So crazy. Wow.
You know Chananim?
Yeah.
The first neighborhood outside of the wall of Jerusalem.
Wow.
With the famous window right there. I hope you can see it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
The Ottoman Jerusalem railway station. The Ottomans built it September 1882, 26 September. And here, ladies and gentlemen, the Israeli parliament, the Knesset, right here. Our house of legislations, the Knesset, Israeli Knesset, and so on and so on, and the very famous King David Hotel in Jerusalem.
Wow. Oh my
By the way, this
God,
is
that's
the
awesome.
south part right here. I'm going to focus on the south part because during the Independence War, the Etzel
Wow, it's
broke
amazing.
down the south section of this hotel. They tried to, a few times, by the way, to contact the British to tell them that we put a bomb in the hotel, evacuate. They didn't evacuate. So we had in this attack, approximately 197 people were killed. And not only that, the Etzel, the Lehi, and the Agana, the Palmach, who used to work together for the 10 months before the attack on the King David Hotel, was ended because Ben Gurion ignored totally the attack on the hotel, and that was the end
Right.
of the cooperation. We call it Nuat Ameri,
Right.
the YMCA, right?
Right. Oh my gosh, it's so accurate. It's crazy. Oh
it's really nice.
It's amazing. They did such a good job. God.
Okay. Of course, כל הכבוד לשר, משה מונטיפיורי.
Oh my God.
One of the donors who contributed his soul and thoughts and money and vision and to build Jerusalem.
Crazy.
Okay, the Israeli Supreme Court right here. Israeli Supreme Court. This is all the Israeli Supreme Court. This is the house of the president house. Now we have a new president, the son of our former president,
right?
Herzog. Now it's his son, Yitzhak. Bougie Herzog now just went in office. And this is a very unique building. This is the National Institute's house. So you have here the Jewish Agency for Israel, you have JNF,
right?
You have the World Zionist Organization, and it's still there. It looks exactly as it looked in the beginning. So here you have all the this is like the center. This is the headquarters of our biggest national organization, JDF, the Sokhnut, Keren HaYesod. שכונת נחלאות בירושלים.
Right.
נחלאות neighborhood. Again, the Supreme Court right here. Givat Ram in Jerusalem.
Wow.
A better look on the Knesset and some shade.
My gosh,
Enjoying
it's
some shade.
outstanding. It's absolutely outstanding. These models are ridiculous.
The Knesset,
Wow.
the parliament, residents of the Israeli Legislative Authority, 120 members are elected in democratic elections by Israeli citizens aged 18 and above.
It's so awesome.
Share the book, the Israeli Museum. Monastery of the Cross, right here again, Christian building, beautiful church. Armona Natziv, High Commissioner residence in Jerusalem. Okay. Now let's go a little bit to the south, because now we're gonna go to the Negev, the memorial of Janusz Korczak, right here, Yad Vashem. So this is, you know, Yad Vashem is surrounded with trees, and we did a beautiful job. All right. גוש עציון, קבר רחל, רחל סתום, מערת המכפלה in חברון. אברהם אבינו is right here, watching his son, מערת המכפלה. Tikot Ortat in the south. The IDF school officers, our West Point, I believe, in Mitzpe Ramon, the central military training base of Israel Defense Forces. The IDF office is located near Mitzpe Ramon since 1968. This is the first military base that was planned and constructed by the IDF. I was there for 3 months. Okay, so I all believe you know what this is. The Romans climbing to the top of the Masada. So this is the model of Masada right here.
Try to zoom in a little bit. There we go. You're doing great. Oh my God, it's so, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Nice. Okay. Oh, we can see that. You can hear the Roman. I'm watching. Okay. After Ramon, the cliff. Ramon's Center Visitors Center, right there. After Ramon, the Ramon Raider, right here. Now we'll go a little bit south. Yad Mordechai, right next to Gaza, Mordechai Nilevich. And let's have a quick visit in Eilat.
Wow.
It's supposed to be Eilat. Right here, the big famous resort and hotel. Oh, and something Maybe you heard of the Fauda. Well, this is the Dan Hotel in Eilat. So if you hear about this TV show, Fauda, maybe you heard of it, Fauda. It's huge. It's huge in Netflix. It's a very successful Israeli TV show about counterterrorism unit fighting terrorism. It's a very big show in Israel. Okay. So you see, from Eilat to Rishon LeZion, one of the first buildings in Rishon LeZion, the fourth largest city in Israel, founded in 1882, the first Aliyah, the first newcomer from Israel in 1882. Agricultural colony of pioneers, the first Aliyah. The Baron Rothschild came to the financial aid, helping to deepen the water tower, the construct building is such the great synagogue that you see in front of you. Okay, yeah. So now we are back.
Amazing.
Now we are back, and we are in the center part of Tel Aviv. So remember our tour in Jaffa. So this is Jaffa, old city of Jaffa. This is Neve Tzedek. I believe that you remember that virtual tour where Tel Aviv all started, right here. This is Neve Tzedek. This is Jaffa. The Jaffa Clock Tower.
Oh, hold on. Go zoom in again on that one. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's really good.
Okay, now I'm going to share with you a few of the most famous buildings in Israel. Of course, the Isreal buildings. The Isreal buildings, right here.
Wow.
Zone Eretz Israel.
Wow.
Akiria, Israeli military base. So now we're in the center of Tel Aviv. Of course, the biggest basketball arena in Israel, the Yad Eliyahu Arena, right here, which I had the honor to play in.
Wow.
Very nice arena. The zoo in Ramat Gan. And that's about it, folks.
Well, look at the whole like cityscape like there that you're about to go into of Tel Aviv. I mean, it's so accurate. It's crazy.
The Asya House.
Yeah.
The Asya House. The three amazing Israeli
Isreal. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
The Kikar Rabin Memorial right here.
Wow.
The Performing Arts Center, Golda Center in Tel Aviv. All right, friends. While I'm walking the street of Tel Aviv, the Dizengoff Center buildings, the great synagogue of Tel Aviv, Shuka Carmel, right here, Nachalat Binyamin, Bialik House, the Independence Hall, the Rothschild Boulevard. Oops, it's closed. Okay, folks.
Wow, this is amazing.
I hope you enjoyed our little tour in mini Israel.
You did a great job. This is so fun. Wow, some of these things are crazy.
Enjoy a few more moments.
Okay.
While I'm walking back to the entrance. And you know what? I'm going to turn the camera a little bit.
Wow, you did a great job. This is a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. I hope you like this tour. And now you know to look for the real thing when you come to Israel, right?
Right.
So you know exactly what are the most important buildings, important places. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so
Your
you're
animal.
welcome.
Oh, there's the airport.
So
Oh
you're
my
welcome,
gosh.
and whenever you will come,
There's the
you'll be in the
airport.
airport.
It's cute. Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'm now heading to the exit,
Okay.
and this is our beautiful Israel.
Wow.
And I hope you took some notes, so you can check those places to have more information, to know more about those beautiful buildings and the places that we've been. And this is our beautiful mini Israel.
Thank you so much. That was a
Thank
great.
you, Tanya.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Oh, this is a sukkah, guys. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, they already set up the Sukkot.
Let's celebrate in the sukkah, guys. Wait. They built a sukkah for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, I'm celebrating the sukkah tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
So with that, we end our tour. I hope you like it. And I'm David from Mini Israel. Wish to see you all soon again. Big hug.
Bye.
Chag Sameach.
You
Shana
too.
Tova.
You too.
Bye-bye.